Welcome to Romania. And welcome to Constanta. Just to give you an idea of where I am, about 40 miles to the south is the border with Bulgaria, the cities of Varna, Burgas and eventually Istanbul in Turkey. About 70, 80 miles to the north is the border with Ukraine, just across the Danube River, and here, as with the other countries that border Ukraine, and to some degree Ukraine itself, life has to go on as normal. I'm staying in the Mamaia region of Constanta. It's just to the north. It's a spit of land, basically one great big beach with the Black Sea on one side and a lake on the other. There's no real plan for this trip. I didn't do a massive amount of research. A lot of things happened in the build up to it, so I'm kind of winging it. The old town was very beautiful, some very interesting architecture. We'll drop in some footage of that. In case you're wondering, this is what it's supposed to look like. And yesterday I hit up the beach for a while as well. Nothing really remarkable, just a nice beach, beautiful weather, a few beers. I'll chuck some footage of that in as well. Today there really isn't a plan either. There's a cable car that randomly goes up and down the beach, so we'll jump on that and then we'll head back down towards Constanta, towards the lakes, and just go with the flow. See you out on the streets. As you can probably tell by the state of me, it's a little bit warm here. It's probably going to hit 30 degrees today. There's a little bit of a breeze, which is good, because if there wasn't, I think I'd be laid on the floor dying by now. And it's only about 10, 11 AM. My Romanian's not very good, but I think that means it's not open for another hour, so disaster has struck. So I just checked on Google Maps and it does indeed say that the gondola doesn't open until midday, so my bad, that's my fault. We'll come back at some point. I guess I gotta wander around and kill an hour now, so another magical mystery tour somewhere on the Black Sea coast of Romania. Let's go and see what we can find. Not much to film other than the endless beaches, so I'm now heading over to the lake side of Mamaia to try and waste some time. One thing that I strongly dislike about this place is they have these trees which drop this stuff everywhere that looks like cotton wool, and literally everything is covered in it. And I'm sure this is giving me new allergies that I never had, so remember to take your antihistamine or whatever if you come here, because this stuff is going to mess you up. Just noticed that this bus line is called, wait for it, the Piccadilly line. Private cable car, let's go. Probably do some aircon in here, but it's a fairly respectable view. colour of the water is a very suspicious green here, given the amount of shit and litter everywhere. It could well be nuclear waste. It's a shame. Now reached this lake or reservoir or something. It's a little bit cleaner in here than that estuary did that people were fishing in back there. Still a bit of a strange green colour, but maybe not so much nuclear waste here. Very windy down here, so I may end up having to subtitle this, but the wind comes with benefits as well, because although there's not a cloud in the sky and I'm getting absolutely roasted, the wind's actually making it feel bearable, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. There's a lot of beautiful nature here, but there's also a lot of shit and litter. So, Romanian tourist board, if you want to encourage more people to come here, because let's face it, it's pretty bloody empty everywhere. If you want to get more people to come here, maybe you should clear it up a bit. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pack of homeless dogs over there enjoying the sunshine. I would like to go and give them belly rubs, but just in case, I don't fancy rabies, so I'm going to skip it today. Now, I've just found out that little island I was on, which is now in the distance, is called Love Island. Unfortunately, there was no bikini-clad Instagram models, but I think I must have had the wrong Love Island. Behind me here is this absolutely spectacular looking church, but unfortunately I think there's just been a funeral. There's still people around paying their respects, so I'm not going to mess around too much here, and I'm going to try not to get people's way too much. When you're in Romania, you don't need to be in Transylvania for it to always be Halloween. Literally everything, everywhere, is covered in spider webs. Now I'm going to try and find somewhere to call an Uber from. There is Uber in Romania. It doesn't work from the airport, which I soon found out. The airport's quite a distance from the city centre in Constanta. I don't think any of the Uber drivers ever want to go out that far to the airport to pick people up, so I stood there furiously pressing it to no success. So if you ever land at Constanta airport and you want to get an Uber, you ain't getting one. thing about getting into the sea here is walking to it on the beach. It's like bloody torture on all these shells. So I just left the restaurant. It's the last night in Romania, and it might be the best food I've ever eaten in the Balkans actually, but it was kind of empty and I still feel a bit cringe vlogging in a restaurant on my own, so I had to give that one a miss. Maybe I'll insert some pictures because it was bloody good. Bit karaoke on a Saturday night from the front garden, why not? Now I'm doing what I do best, walking around the street after a few beers, or should I say wandering, because I'm well aware that I overuse that word when I'm filming videos. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that I'm a wanderer after all. Wickham Wanderers. Probably should have called the channel something to do with wanderer, but you live and learn.